Food stamp recipients are trying to sue SNAP program.
Whoa.
What type of idiot would do that? They're gonna start digging deep into your background. Is your fault. Hello everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. I couldn't believe this when I saw it. I don't think this has ever happened, ever, in the history of this great United States of America. I don't think it's ever happened. If it has, y'all let me know down in the comment section. The people on food stamps are trying to sue the SNAP program, EBT, food stamps, whatever you want to call it. They trying to sue because they will no longer be able to buy junk food. They won't be able to be buying snacks on snacks on snacks. They just can't do it. They pissed off, they mad. We gonna fix you. We gonna show you. That's what they saying. They act like they gonna win. They went and found some stupid lawyer who think he's gonna make a whole lot of money, making a fool out of them. You ain't gonna win over the government like that. You're not gonna win. This goes to show me that people don't have no sense, y'all. This phone is getting on my nerve. It goes to show me that. I got some more videos. I think it's about 4 videos I'm gonna show you. Okay? But y'all gonna be surprised. You know, people, you cause your own problems in life. You cause them. No one else. We sick of y'all on here complaining and crying and mad at the taxpayers because we want you to do something with your life to be better. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with us wanting you to be better so we can stop paying for you? What's wrong with that? You should want that for yourself. Oh, Lord, I ain't put it teeth out. Why you don't want that for yourself? Put it on down in the comment section. We ain't talking about the seniors or the disabled. We're not talking about those folks. We're talking about the people who's been sitting on that system forever. Their whole entire life. Those the people we're talking about. Okay? We know some of y'all lose your job. We understand that. And you have to get on there temporarily. And we okay with that. But we don't need you sitting there idle. Because now you have gotten comfortable. We don't need you sitting there like that. You need to go out there and continue to job search. Look for a job. Because that is not enough money. That's not enough money for y'all. Okay? It's not. Moving right along. First, let me thank you for the PayPal, the Cash App, to buy me a coffee. Thank you so very much for that. I really, truly appreciate it. And thank you for the super thanks. I thank you for that too. And like I said, pretty soon, Gabby Ridge Soapery will be opening April the 10th. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. You better make sure you put it on your calendar, put it in your notes, put it somewhere, okay? Because you don't want to run out of your favorite scent. You don't want me to run out. Let me put it like that, okay? Here we go. Lord. SNAP. I don't know why I said SNAP sues USDA. No, the recipients are suing the USDA. It is. Y'all pay close attention to this. Pay close attention. Don't be this stupid. Don't be this stupid. Don't let your children see you be stupid and dumb like this. Don't let them see it, okay? These people gonna make some valid points right here.
Food stamp recipients are suing the USDA after new restrictions limit what they can buy with taxpayer-funded benefits.
They just mad. That's all that is. They are mad and pissed off. They mad because they gotta buy healthy food. They can't buy no junk food. You think they would be okay with that? Look at some of their kids. All they got to do is tell the kids, hey, mommy can't buy junk no more. You know, we got food stamp. Food stamp said we can't buy no junk. Look at those kids. Look at the children. A lot of them are unhealthy, y'all. Kids don't play in the playground anymore. Kids don't play basketball at home. They don't play baseball. They don't play kickball. They don't do nothing that requires running. They don't do anything. That's why they're so fat and chunky. Sitting home, eating snacks on snacks on snacks.
The policy blocks purchases of things like candy, soda, and energy drinks through the SNAP program. The Trump administration says if taxpayers are footing the food bill, then junk shouldn't be on the menu.
What's wrong with that? If we're footing the bill, junk shouldn't be on the menu. You need to work and buy your own kids snacks. What's wrong with that? The taxpayers are saying, no, if we got to help you, we want to help you with regular food, not junk food. We don't want to help you to make your child obese. We don't want to help you with that. That's like a treat, okay? We don't want to help you with your treats, okay? Get up off your tail and do something with yourself. Get up and buy your own snacks.
Steve Forbes, what do you say?
Well, as one who has an affection for junk food, I don't believe taxpayers should support my habit.
I like him already. All of us like junk food. I like it too, but I can't eat it like that since I'm a diabetic. Don't get me wrong now. I eat some of the things that I do like sometimes. I do, okay? But I can't do that every day. I can't do it. I just can't. And some of y'all shouldn't either. Especially looking at some of y'all out here in the streets and in the stores, looking at some of y'all. Y'all don't need it either. It may help you. It just might. May help you to lose some weight. Or help you with your diabetes. It just might help you. But you know what, y'all? People gonna do what they gonna do. Sandfay girl, you know diabetes ain't got nothing to do with just sweet candy stuff and junk food. It ain't got nothing to do with that. I know. I've been a diabetic for so long, okay? Since I was young. I know it's pasta, potatoes, and stuff like that can raise your sugar. I know that already. I know you ain't got to tell me. You ain't got to tell me. Just watch the video. Watch it.
Or of anyone else. And the old saying, he who has the gold makes the rules. He who's providing the food makes the rules on what you can buy with that food. It doesn't prevent you from going out and buying this other stuff. It just means the taxpayer isn't going to pay for it.
Right.
I think it's quite a presumption. Right. And when we used to have courts that functioned and made decisions quickly, this would have been thrown out as soon as it arrived. But now it'll take months and months and a lot of lawyers' fees.
Wow. Now they're going to be suing. It's going to take months and months and a lot of lawyer fees. Well, they feel that the government has it. Y'all got the money. Y'all find money for other stuff. Y'all got the money. But we're going to sue y'all. We're going to sue you and we're going to get our snacks back. And not only that, we might even just get some extra money. Some payback. Some back pay. We just might.
What's funny to me, Jackie, is we call it SNAP. We need to be reminded that is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. It's not free food for everyone.
Right.
It's supplemental nutrition. So if you need nutrition and you need a supplement.
You're supplementing your food, okay? That means we're helping you. We're supplementing what you don't have. We're helping you so you can last throughout the month. We're helping you until you can get a job. This is supplemental. Okay? Supplemental means we're helping you. We're supplementing. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Put it on down in the comment section.
Help in terms of buying that. That's really what this is for.
Yes, thank you for saying that, because I think that's the most important part that people forget. And I don't take sort of a libertarian view on this, where you should be able to use your SNAP benefits to buy anything you want and that it's up to the consumer to make those choices. As you said, Taylor, if you need that kind of help, you need nutritional help, the government is offering it to you, but then it needs to be good nutrition.
It needs to be good nutrition. If you need help, we don't mind helping you, but it needs to be good nutrition. Not a basket full of junk food, a shopping cart full of junk. Like I said, one whole cart just full of junk food, one whole cart. Then they got meat cart. Okay. Then they got other types of carts, 3 carts. But one of them is piled up to the top with junk food. Is that right, y'all? Is it right? Is it?
Talking about taking soda, energy drinks, and candy off of the docket here. Those are not fundamental. Those are supplementary, like, those are the extras. Those are the treats.
Right.
It's not your meat and vegetables, and fruit. So I think that's important to note. But what I find interesting about the suit that's being brought here specifically is that the plaintiff is claiming that her daughter has a restrictive food intake disorder and that she can only consume safely certain types of food, presumably in this lawsuit.
So who the hell is the snacks for then if your daughter has to be on a special diet? Who are the snacks for? Is it for the parents? How many kids you got? Is it for the other kids? Who the hell is it for? If you're so upset that you can't get no snacks and your daughter can't eat the snacks, what kind of mess is that?
She's claiming that the kinds of foods that she would want wouldn't be available to her any longer because of these restrictions. And so I find it difficult to believe if a person has this kind of disorder that energy drinks, soda, and candy would be what you would be feeding them. I would have to really dig into it more to understand what they're claiming. But it seems to me like a little bit of a stretch.
It is a stretch. It is, y'all. It's a stretch. So I guess, like I said, the food is for her. And maybe the other kids if she have any. But they didn't say she had any other kids. They didn't say that, okay? Maybe they just don't know, okay? But it's still crazy. It's still crazy. So you want to put all that junk food around your child who's not supposed to have it because they have some type of nutrition restriction? You want to put all that sweet candy stuff around your child? And you one of the ones that's suing? Oh my God. I told you people crazy. I told y'all just don't believe it. Here's more.
So, food stamps recipients sue USDA over restrictions on candy and energy drinks. And I'm just a little curious because as somebody who has had legal issues in the past, I know how expensive that is. So I'm just wondering how these people who can't afford food can afford to sue the USDA. I'm wondering if somebody's doing this pro bono for them.
Yeah.
And I want to know what you think about the restrictions.
They ain't got no money. They got a lawyer. They got a stupid lawyer. Somebody who thought, hey, I can make a whole lot of money. Even though I know I'm going to lose. I know I'm going to lose, but I'm going to defend these people. I just might. Maybe there's 2%, 5% chance that I just might win. He done fed them a dream. Somebody went to him. Somebody did, or maybe he approached them. Who knows, okay? Because he's trying to make some money. We need to know who that lawyer is. We need to know.
I heard that because of them, that Pepsi and Frito-Lay actually meant to lower their costs.
Wow.
For everybody, because a good chunk, it was something stupid, like 70, 80%. Don't quote me on this, but you can look it up. Is actually of their sales is coming from food stamps recipients.
I believe it. I believe most of their sales are coming from food stamp recipients. I believe it. Because the normal person that's working and trying to budget their groceries, they don't buy them many snacks. Don't get me wrong now. They buy some. Just a little bit. But not as many as the food stamp recipients. Because they got it like that. The working class people, we don't have it like that. We don't have it like that. We don't have the money for all that junk, okay? We just buy the necessities and what we need. We don't have it like that. Moving right along.
And so they're buying a lot of the junk.
Mm-hmm.
And I have mixed feelings on this because I don't have an issue really with food stamps recipients getting food. My issue kind of is what I would like is for food stamps to actually be expanded, that they can get, better produce, better food options. Because I think,
Yeah, better food options. I agree. But there are good food options in the grocery store. They just don't choose them. Food stamps don't stop you from buying a cabbage, carrots, green beans, collard greens, meat, potatoes. It don't stop you from buying that. I really don't know what you mean by that. I really don't. But they already got good things. You can even buy organic. Okay, you can buy organic with food stamps. They have the option. They just don't take it. They just don't take it.
it's like an EBT card, and the numbers are kind of low. If I'm wrong, correct me. But
You have been corrected, honey child. You have been corrected. You must don't go to the store that often. Maybe she just don't know too much about food stamps. Maybe that's it.
I want to make sure that they can afford good food for their kiddos, because that's where a lot of these are for.
They can afford it, especially the ones who's getting thousands of dollars of food stamps. They can afford it too if they budget their food stamps for the month. They can afford it. Okay? You trying to say all nutritious food is expensive? That's a lie. If y'all believe that, that is a flat out lie.
People who are disabled, for single moms, for kiddos. And I want them to have nutritious meals. And if that means that they might not have a Coke, as frustrating as that might be, maybe if they're having healthier options, they're feeling better. And
They can have healthier options. They mammy just don't want to cook. She lazy. She rather buy frozen dinners because she lazy. She don't want to cook a real dinner, make a real breakfast, pack a real lunch. She don't want to do that. She buys snacks on snacks on snacks. Here. Now get out of my face. Get out of my face. I'm sick of y'all. That's really how they be feeling.
it's good for them. But I do know that I've been called ableist for having that opinion, because not everybody can cook and all that. So,
Oh, yes. Well, and they don't want to learn how to cook. All you got to do is watch these TikTok videos. Go online. It's real easy now. Can you follow a recipe? Can you read? That's just an excuse that people make, y'all. I don't know how to cook. That's why I don't cook for my children. No, you lazy and you don't even want to learn how to cook. You don't even want your kids to be healthy. You don't want to stop wasting food. It's wasting food when you buy all that frozen stuff. It is. When you can make one meal and feed everybody. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I understand, though. I understand some of y'all. Matter of fact, I understand a whole lot of y'all.
I understand where they're coming from. Like, I'm not trying to be an ableist asshole or anything like that. And I'm not trying to be anti-poor. But it is supplemental nutrition. And I'm sorry to say this, especially as a vending operator, you need more than just calories. You need fiber, you need protein, you need all these things, and you're going to feel better. And if you're also healthier, that's better for everybody, including the person who's eating it. So tell me what you think. Super curious.
I think they need the proper nutrition. Like I said, it's okay to have the food that you like sometimes, but not all the time. Okay? Like I said, these people are spoiled, and our government did it. I blame the government because they let them sit there so long. This should have been implemented long time ago. Long time ago. They should have implemented this. And we wouldn't be having this problem. You can buy nutritious food with your food stamps, but you can't buy no junk food. Why didn't they do that? Why? Is it because of the big companies? The ones who make the snacks, the Nabisco? Y'all know the rest. Is it because of companies like that? They in on it with the government. But like I said, there's a new sheriff in town. All right. Look at this right here. This is going to piss you off. California is something else, y'all. California is having a meltdown.
Look at what is happening with EBT in California, and you can feel the anger spike because the people who built this mess pretend they never saw it coming. SNAP is getting gutted, and the same lawmakers who pushed endless giveaways are now panicking as the safety net turns into a sieve. They built a system where anyone could sign up, drain resources, and stay on for years.
Now, you can't tell me, y'all, that's right. And you can't tell me that those politicians in that state was not making income. You can't tell me that they wasn't doing something under the table. Look at some of the politicians that go into office, whether they're a congressman, senator. Look at them. They go in just being a middle class person, a lot of them. And they come out wealthy. How does something like that happens? How? Put it on down in the comment section, because I'm pretty sure y'all know how.
And now the bill is due. California officials warn that almost 400,000 people will lose benefits. They talk like the sky is falling. What they will not say is simple. Work requirements are back. Age limits expand. Fake asylum claims no longer give you automatic access.
And you know what's going to happen if a state denies to do what Trump says? They're not going to give that state any funds, government funds. You're going to take care of your own people then. You're going to take care of your own people, because we ain't taking care of them. Those people sitting on the system for so long. If you don't abide by the 2-year rule, if you don't abide by the junk food, you're going to be in some trouble. They can't blame me. They're going to have to blame you, the person in charge of that state. You
need 80 hours a month of work or training. You need a real person to be on the system. That is basic accountability. For years, the program ballooned because the old rules rewarded dependency. Politicians acted shocked every time fraud audits exposed sloppy checks and missing security safeguards.
And we know what's going on in California. A whole lot of fraud. Whole lot. Because they have a governor who just don't give a darn. He don't care. He don't care about his citizens. He only care about the immigrants, the migrants. Gavin Newsom. He don't care about y'all. I don't know why y'all even stay in that state. How the heck he keep on winning? That's what I want to know. How, and why? Why y'all keep putting that man in there and he's destroying your state? Why? How can you live there? It's too expensive anyway. It's too expensive.
Trump pushed the reform because taxpayers were covering the cost of endless giveaways tied to illegal migration. States took advantage of loopholes. Cities treated EBT like an ATM. Refugees and asylum claimers used the system as long as they stayed in the country. California was the center of the problem. They rolled out the benefits first. They expanded them the fastest. And now they act stunned that reform hit them the hardest. The message behind this change is direct. Able-bodied adults with no dependents do not get to live on the taxpayer dime forever. If you want help, you work. If you refuse, you do not qualify.
Right.
That is how society works. That is how fairness works. And ripping away the magnets that pulled illegal migrants into the country is part of restoring order. You stop the benefits and you stop the incentive. That is how you get control back. The outrage from the Democrats tells you everything as well. They are mad because their old system relied on swelling their dependent voting bloc. That is why they frame this as cruel. It is not cruel to tell a grown adult to go to work.
I agree with that. An able-bodied person. Why do y'all feel that it's cruel to tell them to go to work and they've been living on the system for so long? Sandfay girl, because they got kids. What they going to do with their kids? What they going to do about the kids? Well, they should have thought of that before they had all them kids. They should have thought about that. So they thought that we supposed to take care of them forever? Forever, ever? They never supposed to get a job? They supposed to keep having babies after babies after babies? Even though they got a job, they're not supposed to get a better job so they can take care of the rest of them kids that they keep producing? They want to stay at this one job so they can qualify. Because they know if they get a job paying more, they're going to get cut off. And we're supposed to keep paying for that? We are. I know some of y'all were idiots. I knew it.
It's cruel to let a system collapse under abuse. California called it a state of emergency. The real emergency is the racket that got exposed. And now accountability is finally here. Y'all like the video right there. Follow for more. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll catch you on the next one.
Some of these people on TikTok are awesome. Y'all need to go on over there and follow them. Even the crazy ones, so you can see what's going on with them. So you know not to be like that. All right, here's the next one. Food stamp reset. Whew.
Monday, the Tennessee Department of Human Services began giving out full payments to SNAP recipients, like Sheena Reed. She has 2 twins who rely on those benefits.
Well, I mean, I was excited because, I was going to get some more food for the girls.
But she tells me her full payout has been lower than normal, from $973 to $463.
Y'all see that? Do you see it? She was getting $900 something. Now she's only getting $400 something. Why is that? Are they cutting people's food stamps? Have they cut your food stamp? Put it on down in the comment section. I've seen a couple of others on TikTok and YouTube, Instagram, talking about their food stamps has been cut. They don't get as much as they used to. Is that what they doing first? Cutting the food stamps? We gonna cut you a little bit. We gonna force you to get out there and work. We gonna force you. Even though you got 5, 6 kids, you ain't getting that $900. You ain't getting $900 no more. We gonna cut you in half. We gonna make you get out there and work. We gonna make you, whether you want to or not. And pretty soon we gonna cut you completely off. Completely off. Let me know down in the comment section. Did they cut you off? Or did they cut your food stamps? Now you don't get as much. And you upset. You can't feed your kids. And you really gonna have to budget now. You really gonna have to.
This as a USDA cracks down on eligibility.
That was an overpayment for 2 years.
Wow.
In the horizon, there is another crackdown to cut down on...
How in the heck she was overpayment for 2 years? Why do they do that? Now, I don't like when they do that. Paying these people too much money, then they find out later that they done paid them too much, so we're going to take some of your stamps. We're going to cut you in half. We're going to take half of it. That's not good. But maybe it's the lifelongers that they're doing it to. Maybe it is. I don't know. Let me know down there.
Fraud. The USDA, under President Trump's guidance, would make it a requirement for SNAP beneficiaries to reapply.
My taxpayer dollars should not be spent for this sort of fraud and abuse, and taking it out of the mouths of families that really need the program.
USDA Secretary Brooke Rollins says data from 29 complying states shows 186,000 dead people were still receiving benefits.
And y'all don't think they need to investigate people on food stamps? They don't need to do a background to make sure that they still alive. They don't. I knew y'all were crooks too, some of y'all.
She adds data also shows people getting benefits from more than one state.
500,000 people getting more than 2 times the benefit.
USDA data also shows in Tennessee 12,014 fraudulent transaction claims and 4,519 stolen benefit claims have been approved.
And who's approving it? Who's not doing their job correctly? Who's not doing their job? Who's not finding out what's going on in the background? Are they getting paid? Are the food stamp recipients paying the person who's supposed to approve it? Or do they have too many people to try to approve and they just lazy and don't feel like working and doing the research to see what's going on? And then y'all stupid, a lot of y'all, the people who get the food stamps, some of y'all stupid and ignorant. Yeah, I said it. You stupid and ignorant. You act like you can't never get caught. You gave these people your social security number. You did. And other information. You showed them your driver's license. You showed them stuff that could get you in trouble. They could, anytime they can go back and look at you. They pick a certain amount of people to look at. Y'all don't think so? What if you one of those people one day? What if you are? So you rather take that chance. Oh, they ain't gonna never catch me. May not be right away. Could be 2 years, 5 years from now, 6 or 7. Could be. Whew, Lord. I don't like taking chances like that. I don't do that.
Signey Anderson of the Tennessee Justice Center tells me those claims are mainly third-party scammers.
You believe me now? Listen, guys, I tried to forewarn people. I tried to forewarn and let people know. Look at your benefits.
Oh.
You may get cut, you may not. It doesn't matter. But let me just go ahead and throw the disclaimer out so everybody knows my stance on this. My stance is this. You should not be on the program permanently.
Right.
This should be a stepping stool.
Right.
To get to where you need to go. The limit of the 2 years is perfect. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with the limitations that you shouldn't be on this forever. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't. Let me throw the disclaimer out there too. We're not talking about elderly. We're not talking about the disabled.
This must be my son right here. This must be my son. I had a baby and didn't even know it.
We're not talking about children. We're talking about able-bodied individuals.
Right.
Individuals that can go to work like me and you. These ain't opinions. These are facts. And I know some people won't like that stance. They're like, well, no, everybody deserves to get the free food. Everybody deserves it. Well, how dare you say that? Anybody who wants the free food can get it. Okay. Why don't we all get free food then? That's a great idea. What with that?
I said that once in a video. That's the case. All of us need free food. All of us. Y'all, I know a lot of y'all be mad when I make these videos, but I don't know if you could tell. Go back and look at my videos. These type of videos that I do about food stamps, government, stuff, seems to do better than the others. I try to do other type of videos, but y'all don't want to watch those. Y'all don't. I try to talk about relationships. Y'all don't want to watch them. I try to talk about things that, people should be doing in their life and how they can make their life better, but y'all don't want to watch them. It seems like for some reason y'all like watching the food stamps, the Section 8. Y'all don't even like watching the IRS video that I did. Why do y'all do that? Why? Watch all the videos. My videos are Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. You know how they used to do TV shows, television shows, how they used to do that? You know what time they come on every day. Every week, you knew. Okay? That's the way my videos are. So if you're unsubscribed and YouTube don't put my video in front of your face, then you know I'm there Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Okay? And I need you to share my videos too. That helps me out a whole lot. It really does. Okay? And hype it. If you see a hype button, hype my video. Hype it, y'all. Okay, I thought I just had to say that. Okay? But that guy's so correct. He is so right, y'all. Go down in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think about these videos. Let me know. Let me know. If you were sitting on the system for so long, would you sue the government too? Would you sue them? Do you think it's your fault that you're in the situation that you're in? Yes, we know things happen in life that can't be prevented. We know that. But how long are you supposed to sob in your sad story? How long are you supposed to sit back and do nothing? How long are the taxpayers supposed to continue to pay for you? Because you're so depressed. But we can't tell that you're depressed by what you're doing on the internet. We can't tell. But you're so depressed and you feel like the government, the taxpayers, everybody owe you. Even though they're struggling themselves, the taxpayers. And the government is struggling too. We're struggling because the government is in debt. But you're draining. You're draining the system. Draining. Whew, Lord, I can go on and on with that right there. Whew, with all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.